Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the first time I film myself in video, so if I'm a bit lost for words, don't hold it against me. Today, I decided to make a short video about my experience with the Gamo Coyote, which I've had now for just over 14 months. I just thought I'd give you a quick look at what it looks like now and how it's performed over the years. This is a Gamo Coyote. As you can see, it's a pretty good rifle. It's got the tactical stock, and I bought it last year in a package deal for €610. I don't know how to put the prices into the screen yet. I thought I'll put the prices on a piece of paper and do it the old-fashioned way. It comes out to around about £523.67 and $661.82. The one I've got is one that was made in the UK. So it's got a BSA cold hammer forged barrel, and I think the action is also made by BSA. And I put around about 3,000 to 4,000 rounds through it at the moment, and it hasn't let me down once. When I bought it, I got the gun, Gamo 3-9x40 AO scope. I got a Hudson silencer with it and a hand pump. So far I've traded in the Hudson silencer for a Hogan's decimeter silencer. I've upgraded the scope from the Gamo 3-40 for a Firewolf 624x50. I've added the bipod, and I've also exchanged the hand pump for a dive tank. Believe me, when you get to my age, it gets harder and harder to keep it filled up every time you want to shoot it. But in the last 14 months, it's always fired, never given me a problem or anything. And recently though, I found out I'd lost the pellet probe seal. So I was looking, when I bought the rifle, I got a bag of parts with it as well. So it took me about an hour and a few choice curse words to finally change the pellet probe seal. And now she shoots better than ever. This is, I must say, is the Dutch version, which is 40 joules or around about 33 foot-pounds, because over here in Holland we haven't got any power restrictions. So in England this would be classed as an FAC, and you do know that when you're with the right type of pellet, you can cause some damage with it. I've done about 2,500 pellets target work, and I think another 1,500 pellets I think I've done on just destroying things. Old toys, old glass bottles, whatever I found out that I wanted to try and see if I could destroy them. The firewall scope I got on there, I bought off of AliExpress, because when I was looking at, I couldn't get it anywhere. So I had to go dive into the depths of the internet, and I found this one. It's a good scope, it's clear, it's got a side adjuster wheel for the parallax here. Side adjuster wheel, lockable turrets, both elevation and windage, flip up covers, so it keeps your scope protected. It's a 30mm scope tube, came with some pretty beefy medium-sized mounts, and the clarity on this thing is it's phenomenal. I've also recently started shooting at a gun club, and I took my first shots at 25-meter range. I must admit, it was a hell of a lot different than my back garden. But I must say the results I got weren't too disappointing. I know I can do better. That's also around about the time we found out that I'd also lost the probe seal. So the gun was firing, but it wasn't firing fast enough. Because last week, when me and the owner and the manager of the club decided to put it over the chronograph, with an external regulator on the dive tank, and should have been shooting around about 270 meters per second, but mine was only getting up to 235, which is a bit low. But the strange thing is, I didn't even know the pellet probe seal had gone. I had noticed it sounded different when I fired it at home, but I didn't even know where to look. I looked on the internet about how to replace the pellet probe seal, and found plenty of videos and all these kinds of different tips and tricks, whatever to do it with. But The one that spoke to me the most was when you tried to use, when they showed you that you use 2 pieces of cotton on either side of it, stretch the rubber ring out, and put it over the probe. I thought, well, that's easy, I can do that. So, I went into the sewing box, got myself 2 pieces of pretty strong cotton, put them went through each side of the O-ring, stretched it out, and one side kept breaking. And the other problem was, the only way you can access the pellet probe is when the rifle is cocked. So, and you can slide the rifle, once you've cocked it, you can slide the bolt back and forwards and it won't bother it. But the problem is, every time you try and put the O-ring on, the bolt slides back into the hole. So, what I ended up doing was getting a big piece of duct tape, taping the pellet probe to the distance where I needed it to be, and make sure it stayed there while I put the probe on. I put the new probe seal on. In the end, I got myself a pair of long-nose pliers and a small straight-bladed screwdriver. Put the pliers near the pellet probe, put the screwdriver in, push it a little bit to the side, and slip it over the thick part. Then I put both top and bottom equally. A little bit to the top, then a little bit on the bottom, then a little bit on the top, then a little bit on the bottom. It's finally settled in. Then I put the probe back in to make sure I got the right seal, and it worked perfect. No leakage whatsoever. Just to make sure it would stay that way, I decided to grease it. And so far, touch wood, it has kept firing perfectly. And I can still get the same amount of shot count I had before it was broken, but it's a lot quieter. And also the better improved decimeter silencer does help as well. I've also added a bipod to it, one on two short mini Picatinny rails on the front of the stock with bipod on each side of the leg. I've also bought an extra magazine because every time after the 10 shots having to reload the magazine is a bit fiddly. But all in all, it's just a great gun. It's good for, it's all weather stock. You can take it out in the rain, you can knock it around, it doesn't damage it, doesn't scratch it or anything. And to be honest, actually, I'm just satisfied. I'm just pleased with it. I can't find any faults with it, actually. The thing I probably would like to improve on would be probably maybe a regulator or some way to get a high shot count out of it. Because there's 25 to 30 decent shots, and you've got to fill the tube up again. Mind you, it's only a small 150cc tube. But if I could find a way to improve that, I'd probably try it as well. I've also put a custom fake carbon wrap on it, just to protect the barrel and the silencer, because when you get hold of it, you leave grease on there, which can cause your balloon to go wrong, cause your balloon to decaying, and then you can get rust on your barrel, which you don't want. Do the same on the silencer. And, well, that's it, actually. That's more or less all I can say after 14 months of using it. It's never let me down. It's perfect, it's accurate, it's instructive. So, if you're looking to get into the PCP get into the world of PCP guns, I'd go for one of these. It's a cheap little rifle, sturdy and accurate. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it gives you a little bit of information, guys. Please like, subscribe, click those buttons below. I'll see you later on in another video.